Get in that microphone.
Oh, okay, where does this need
Right here. Right here. Yes.
I'm not.
Reagan.
What?
That's it. Yeah, all that. And I want all this footage.
No, listen, no, I'm a professional. Okay, so yeah, so it need to be that close
Right
to
there.
me. That's very
You see mine?
intrusive.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey there, this is Ragan of BeYourAfter. I'm at the Charlotte Podcast Studio for the Spotlight. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be up this far because that's not comfortable. So
Take it back with you. There you go.
take it back with me.
Just relax. Hey, what's going on, good people? It's Shamar with Alan Lux Studios, and we are back for another episode of The Spotlight. And as y'all saw in the behind-the-scenes footage, we got a live one in the studio with us today. We got Ragan with BeYourAfter Total Wellness, and I am excited about this one. What's up, Ragan? How you feeling?
I am feeling great. How you doing this morning, Shamar?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. Now, listen, I have to give the official spotlight. You know what I mean? I got to shine a light on them. So give me a second, and I'm going to get through this, all right? So BeYourAfter Total Wellness, LLC, we'll refer to it as BYA in future, is not just another massage therapy suite. They are a Black woman-owned and operated establishment that intentionally and by design caters to Black women and athletes of color. This space was curated specifically to pour back into the community, the culture, that is. Ragan, she's the owner and the lead therapist of BeYourAfter Total Wellness, LLC. She genuinely loves massage because it allows her to pour into and care for Black women. BYA is her personal way to repay the kindness of this underappreciated and dead-ass tired community and remind them they deserve luxury amenities, thoughtful touches, and skilled professional massage and bodywork. Massage is her ministry, and she's honored to share it with you.
Oh.
I did that. You did that, actually.
I did.
Good stuff. Listen, massage, it is needed, and I'm glad you are here to talk to the people and tell us how important it is. And I just want to jump right into it. First off, I want to know how you got into the massage space.
So I actually got into massage accidentally. I started a weight loss journey a few years back. It's been about 10 years at this point. And I was running as a part of my fitness regimen. And I was running into hip issues, hip pain, hip discomfort. And I have a friend who was a massage therapist. I hit her up. I'm like, hey, can you please get me in? She had a full-time corporate job at the time, but she was doing massage out of her home on the side. Mm-hmm. She got me together. I walked out of her house. I felt amazing. And she had, at the time, it was $60 in cash.
Okay.
So I was like, that's what's up. You know, that's her hustle. That's cash in her pocket. That's something that she owns. It's a skill set. And that kind of planted the seed, and it was effective. So fast forward a couple of years, I'm a terrible employee, and I'm terminally getting fired or quitting a job. Mm-hmm. And I was supposed to go back to school for social work. And I kept putting it off, and I eventually, my husband was like, you got to do something.
Yeah.
And I stumbled into massage, and I literally stumbled into my calling. So that's how it happened.
Okay. So I heard you say, you were running and everything, and when you would go to her, she got you together. What does that mean? It helped with the healing process from the running or soreness? What are you talking about?
So what I was experiencing was, at the time I was doing long distance running, so I would feel pain in my hips from the strike of the run. And so what she did through the muscle work and through stretching me was to help me to feel better. It helped me to cure the dysfunction or the dysfunction that I was dealing with that was causing the issue in the run. Okay. And it also helped me to be aware of it so that I could correct it during the run. Mm-hmm. And I just felt better. It was stress relief too.
Gotcha.
So
it
got me together that way.
Cool. So, your husband said, all right, you got to do something. So you stumble into this. When you said, okay, I'm going to do massage, what made you say I'm going to do my private practice versus going to one of those franchise places?
Well, I mean, that's a stepping stone. We all
Okay.
do that when we first come out of school.
Okay.
And I very quickly learned that that was not the environment for me.
Oh, so you did start
Oh
there.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely. I worked in a franchise all through school as like doing the backstage stuff. And
Okay.
then when I got my license, I worked there for a little while. It was very, very short lived.
Okay.
I needed my own space because I mean, frankly, I'm funny acting. But the other part of it is what I noticed is it was a cookie cutter massage. It was a production environment. You know, I'm not able to do what I feel you need. I'm not able to get to know my clients. I'm just whoever's coming in.
Okay.
And I didn't like that type of environment, and it wasn't enough money, frankly. So just on a whim, I was like, you know, I can do this. I started taking my own clients on the side through another person's space. And as I got a little more confident with it, I was like, I'll do this. I can't keep playing and making these pennies when I could be making this money, and I can pick and choose who I want to work with, which was very important for me. So I just jumped out there. It was a
You know, that sounds like that's the common theme, because, you know, we had your best friend in here a couple of weeks ago. She opened her own private therapy. Yeah, therapy. Okay, see, I was thinking massage therapy. So she opened her own therapy practice as well. And she said the same thing, being able to pick her own clients and customize the experience. And that's what I just heard with you as well. Instead of the production meal and just taking whatever comes in, you're able to customize it to the client that you have and cater to their specific needs. So I like that. Now, I've been on this journey with you as your photographer, right? And your spaces have been dope. Been able to photograph them. And one thing because you moved to a bigger space now here recently, but in both spaces that I photograph, when you first come in, the doormat says, "Welcome to your experience."
Right.
That's dope. But I want you to tell them what that means.
So another reason that I stepped out on my own was that what I personally needed and could not find was what I consider the experience, which is you need the body work. You know, you have aches and pains, you have tightness in your shoulders, you have plantar fasciitis, you have sciatica, but you don't want to go into a clinical setting where you're out in the open floor in front of everyone. It smells like Lysol. You know, you're dealing with someone who may or may not respect your feedback in regard to what they're doing to you because they're the medical expert. And also for the demographic that I serve, the time and money issue of not being able to do both. So I wanted to create a space where Black women and athletes of color could come in and get the body work that they need. And a lot of times you don't even realize that you need it, but not have to sacrifice on the luxury touches, because I'm a big proponent of soft girl era. So I want Black women in every possible instance to feel catered to, even when you're getting medical care, which is what massage is in essence. So I created that space. They're very thoughtful touches. My art is Black. I had my art redone so that it's thicker because they were too skinny for me.
Right.
Their hair was too straight. We got afros, we got locks, we got braids. The space is very, very mellow and welcoming. It's a place for you to take a break, because we have to be on all the time.
Right.
We've been told from day one we have to do twice as much for half as much, and we have been going with that all of our lives. I want you to come in here and do nothing.
Right.
And I want you to feel comfortable and safe and loved on and catered on, because when do we get that?
Right.
So that's what the experience is. The experience of being cared for, catered to, cocooned in a space by someone that you know has genuinely good intentions to care for you and to prepare you to go out here in this bullshit.
Yeah.
Till you come back.
To reset, right?
To reset, exactly.
Listen, you were very strategic in how you staged the suite as well. You know, she's a plant mom, y'all. She does very well. All the plants that are in there, they're beautiful, you know, and the colors themselves, you know, similar to the ones that are up here on the TV, those warm colors. You have the Himalayan salt, the music, I believe water sounds are in there too. It's just the entire experience. I'm coming there to shoot and work, but I get so relaxed relaxed when I get in there. You know, it makes the work fun too. So I can only, well, I was going to say I can only imagine a massage session, but I had one, y'all. I'm a big fella, and she folded me like a pretzel. You know, this woman will get you right. I'm like, okay, and it's funny now. I was a little resistant personally, you know, because I just don't have many massages and stuff. So my body, I was fighting against her. She was just like, relax, relax, relax. And again, she floated me in the pretzel. And then when I left, it did feel good, and I didn't realize, you know, that it was needed. So to that point, two questions here. One, what are the type of techniques you offer? And then two, how often should one, you know, receive massage therapy?
So, what I do is, as I said, a combination of the relaxation techniques. So you're going to get, you know, the full body massage. You're going to get the warm oils, the slow deep strokes. But I also incorporate things such as assisted stretch, taking advantage of your relaxed state. So I'm going to fold your hips up. I'm going to, you know, put you into an inverted cobra. I also do things like cupping, which is a decompression technique, which helps with inflammation. It helps with stiffness. I recently added gua sha, which is a scraping instrument, which helps to break up like adhesions or what people call knots in your body. So there's everything is based in relaxation because it's easier, you're more receptive to it if you're relaxed. But then where it is set apart from what you would get in other spaces is that medical component, that healing, that body work component is also added in as I work your body and assess what you need. And because my clients trust me and they know I have good intentions, I'm just being able to do what I want, and you just come out of there feeling like a brand new money.
Right. Yeah. And so what I loved about it is that you didn't say what people normally hear, deep tissue, Swedish, things like that. You really customize the experience for your individual clients, so you cater to their needs.
Right, absolutely. And that's why establishing a relationship and it's an energy exchange. So finding a massage therapist is just as important as finding a good barber. We all know, you know, somebody that does your lashes or somebody that you trust, because you're giving them your body and they need to be receptive to what your body communicates to them, but they also need to be receptive to what you communicate to them. Because what I find also is that I am reverting trauma where black women, you went and got your massage on a cruise, or you went, you know, and you're telling them that it's uncomfortable, you're telling them that it hurts, and they're advising you that that's what you need, and they don't respect your body autonomy. So then now you have this trauma attached to what's supposed to make you feel good, what's supposed to enrich your body, what's supposed to pour into you, and I'm having to reverse that. And so, you know, speaking up, but more importantly being heard is very critical, is rule one. The only rule, actually, I tell my clients all the time, don't thug it out.
Okay.
You know, if the stone is too hot, if the stretch is too deep, I'm stronger than I look. If I'm doing too much, you need to let me know.
Okay.
And there's no part of BYA, black people don't suffer at BYA.
Okay.
Even if you think that something magical is about to happen and your shoulder is about to do some shit it hadn't done in years, we can do that another way. And you don't have to hurt to accomplish it. And you have to communicate that. Use your voice and don't thug it out. We don't do struggle love.
Okay. Like that. And everything that I'm hearing is that this is healing. You're providing a healing, you know? And again, you know, how often should I schedule it? Like, so if I'm an athlete or if I'm somebody that's a couch potato, is there different frequencies for, you know, scheduling?
So, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I feel like a threshold for most people, even if you live a perfectly charmed life, is monthly, you know, because it's relaxation, it helps with inflammation, it helps to stimulate your circulatory system. But most of us, black people, being black is traumatic. So that's stress.
Yes.
If you're an athlete on top of that, or even if you're sedentary, with so many people working from home, do you know how many people I'm dealing with tech neck, with lower back issues, with hip issues, because we're not meant to sit like this all day. This is not a natural position. And so sedentary or athletic, when you think about them, they seem like they're very far apart, but their effects on the body are very similar.
Makes sense.
And so it's going to be, you come in, we do what we do, and then we talk about what you need. And we'll figure that out based on the realities of your life. But of course, we're also going to give you techniques and things to do in the interim. And I'm going to make you more body aware so that when you are sitting here like this,
Right.
you turn your headlights on,
Okay.
you drop your shoulders, and you do those things, and you are less likely to run back into those same dysfunctions and discomforts again anyway, either way.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Now, I saw that you have multiple payment options as well. And then the one thing that surprised me was the, what is it, HSA, the health savings account.
Right.
And you did say that, part of this massage, there's a medical element to it. So people are able to use their FSA and HSA to pay for services?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Massage is 100% medical care.
Okay.
And as we have moved into COVID and working from home and being more preventative and leaning more into holistic care, I'm finding that the list of companies that are accepting of it, and it is company by company.
Sure.
But everybody around here
Right. Yeah.
run it. Let's run it up. So yeah, Bank of America, Atrium, all of the larger corporations in the area have absolutely no issue with you using your FSA or HSA to cover massage therapy because it is healthcare and it is effective.
Okay. Cool. Now, I heard a lot of the answer to this next question as you were speaking, but I do want to just highlight it for some of the viewers just in case they didn't catch it. What separates BYA from your franchise massage suites?
So baseline, there's going to be a different in the aesthetics. You're not coming into a box. I don't book my clients back to back, so I have an issue with that level of transparency. Like I don't like my clients to see each other in the hall.
Right.
So I don't book back to back. I'm going to take time to actually deep clean between the clients. You're not getting a cookie cutter experience as far as the massage. Even every time you come in is different.
Okay.
And I get to know you. I get to know you. I shouldn't say I get to know you because we're not going to be in there talking.
Right.
I get to know you physically.
Okay.
And over time, the massage improves. Everything improves.
Right.
And all of that is because of the customization of care, because of the attention to detail, because this is about you and you're not my seventh client on my fifth day of work this week.
Right, you're not burnt out. Yeah.
I'm not burnt out because I do have the luxury of being able to pick and choose. And when I do that, I can give the people that I pick the highest quality care. And that's something that I absolutely take pride in, which as a production employee in a branded shirt, I didn't give a fuck.
Most of them don't.
and you can tell.
Yep, absolutely.
And you can tell. And so, I want people to recognize and utilize massage as a healing tool, as an injury prevention tool, as a self-care tool. And so because I want you to understand the value, I give you the value.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Now, listen, this is totally off the subject of massage. It's just more personal. What is one thing that people may not know about you? Y'all, she funny. She funny as hell. She ain't gonna show y'all that. She's not gonna show y'all that. She is hilarious.
I am a funny motherfucker. I don't know. Like one of those two truths and a lie thing. My name, Ragan, I was actually named after the movie The Exorcist.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
When you see the way that my name is spelled, Ragan, if you ever see that, I guarantee you she's early 40s.
Okay.
And that's where her name came from, because that's the only way that they spell it. My father was, that was back when they didn't let men in the delivery room. And my father was watching that movie while my mother was bringing forth the greatness. And that's where my name came from.
That is hilarious. Okay, good. I didn't even know that. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
fact.
So, again, I've been on this whole journey with you as you've been opening this private practice, and there's been highs, lows, and everything. I just want you to talk to, because most of the viewers are other business owners as well. So I want you to give just a little snippet of your experience. How has it been opening this? What's a challenge that you faced? What's the win that you faced? And any kind of encouraging words.
You know, one thing for me that is a double-edged sword is comparison.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, I'm somewhere feeling like I'm behind the ball, looking at somebody that's been in the game 10 years.
Absolutely.
But then my building that is like a multi-suite unit, I can walk down the hall and see my neighbor that's been there just as long as I have, and she has nothing on her door.
Gotcha.
And I'm somewhere in the middle of the night, literally in tears, because I feel like this font is too bold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get that neurotic, you
Absolutely.
dial down that much about your stuff. And it's all based in this comparison, based on this frenzy, based on this I'm always behind. And one thing that I have had to really learn to do is slow down.
Okay.
And like give myself my flowers, because humble brag, not so humble brag.
Okay, go for
You
it.
know, solo massage space that's only been open, I think I'm going into year 4. I have 128 5-star Google reviews.
Nice.
And these motherfuckers writing paragraphs.
Nice. Okay.
Hear me.
Right.
And like I didn't realize that was a big deal. And so somebody was like, "Oh no, that's a big deal.
Huge.
Like that's huge."
Huge.
And so like no, because most people when their business has been open, blah blah blah. So I go and look. The average is 10, 12, and you done pissed somebody off. So you got a 4.5.
Right.
So you get so caught up in it that you don't take the time to appreciate how far you've come because you looking at the next goal. And that's exhausting. That's
Right.
what burns you out is
Right.
comparison. And it's a double-edged sword because sometimes it helps you to realize how far you've come, but most of the time it's antagonizing you. And so I had to kind of step back, recognize that I'm dope on my own.
Right.
I'm in my own lane. I'm excelling at it, and I'm at my own timing. The other thing with that is, you know, what I'm realizing as we're seeing Money Long and Lucky Day and all of these people that, oh, they're 34. Issa Rae is like, that was never our timeline, y'all.
Right.
That was never our timeline. We were never set up to be successful at 20.
That's true.
So we're doing this exactly in our time. So here I am starting a whole new career at 38. I did my first massage on my 38th birthday.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm killing this shit.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to not get discouraged. It's hard to, you know, not feel like you're behind. But I feed myself with this job. I go on trips that I couldn't afford to go on before with this job. I'm proud of what I do for the very first time in my whole adult life. You know what I mean? And I'm serving a community that never gets served.
Right.
And that is a blessing in and of itself. And these hands are nasty work.
These hands, boy.
These hands are nasty work.
Yeah.
And I am so grateful to be in this space and so happy to be able to pour into Black women and pour into athletes of color, and they pour into me enough that I can take a trip and I can go to a VIP at this Usher show.
Okay.
The luxury of being mad that I couldn't get the VIP seat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Like, and business ownership has provided that for me when I'm not like stressing about stupid shit. So.
But that means you care, though, too, though.
Absolutely.
If you stress about it a little bit, that means you care, but you're at least able to bring yourself out of it and execute.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I miss getting off at 5 o'clock and not having to think about that shit again until I'm getting in my car way too late to get up there on time and still gonna stop at Starbucks. Okay? That's the kind of employee I was.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I miss that. I miss that mindlessness. I miss that comfort of it. But I was so unhappy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so taking this risk and betting on me and winning at this shit, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, even when it's the middle of the night and I'm crying over fun.
Right.
Because I could be like dealing with a boss that put his hands in my jelly beans without asking.
True. No,
and that's trauma.
Indeed. Then we had to go talk, about that. I feel you.
Yeah. No, that happened, and I brought.
Oh, really?
Brought,
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
open them, Shamar.
Mm-hmm.
Open my jelly beans. You don't open people's stuff. Open them. Then pour out some. Reach your hand into my bag of jelly beans. And then commence to be confused when I had to literally physically be removed. Because I was about to lose my whole entire job off of a little bag of jelly
beans. Listen.
Because what?
Right.
In the entire fuck is that?
You ain't got to worry about that now.
Now I rub feet. Okay? And that is a vast improvement.
Told y'all she was funny.
Now I rub feet. And I'm winning.
Winning. Listen.
Lord, I think about this. Let me
we need a moment. Damn jelly bellies.
Listen.
Okay, speaking of that, is there one flavor that you don't like in the jelly bellies?
I don't like the chocolate one.
Chocolate? They got a chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
But surprisingly, my favorite one is the popcorn one.
I do like that popcorn one.
And it's I don't know why I like that false butter taste. It just does something to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a microwave kid. We love that process and
right,
MSG
exactly.
and that
Run
red
it
dye
up.
number 4. Look, we gonna live forever.
Exactly.
That's probably why we still look so good out of
Absolutely.
preservatives.
Listen, and then that's how we got through that pandemic too. We was drinking out the water faucet outside. So yeah, I get it.
Our immune system.
Listen,
is
tough.
top notch.
So on your website is been updated. Did you stress about that? Did you cry about that too? Listen, it's dope though. It's very streamlined, very straightforward.
That's just the top of it. The rest of it, I'm still crying over. Like I just went to bed. Like 2 hours ago because I was taking the 900 pictures that you have taken for me over the years that I have done absolutely nothing with to compile them into a cohesive story for my brand, for my web designer. I just went to bed 2 hours ago. And yes, I was crying. Like,
well, it ain't showing on your face today, so hey.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's that red dye number 4.
right.
That's that MSG.
Right.
From what was the little mean lady over there on West Boulevard, Miss Lee with the chicken wings?
West Boulevard. No, I'm thinking
Fat.
Beatty's Ford. There was one on Beatty's Ford that I used to go to. I forgot that one. But yeah, all I'm having. So it's streamlined, very easy process for them to book, see the services, see the experiences that they can select from, and then, they go forward. Tell them how to connect with you, your website and any social media that you have.
So my website is BeYourAfter.com. That'll take you directly to my scheduling page. It'll give you a brief explanation of all of the different services. I can be reached. All of my socials are also BeYourAfter, BeYourAfter, on everything.
Okay.
Don't call me though. Like you could text me, but oh God, don't call me. Oh my God, don't call me. No, but seriously, don't though.
Right.
Because I'm rubbing feet. I can't answer the phone anyway, and a voicemail just.
Yeah.
So text, I can be text. I can be reached on social media, and you can also find me at my website. But don't call me.
Don't call.
Don't call me.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask, how do we come up with the name BeYourAfter?
So BeYourAfter is actually, when I was running, one of the things that I was working on was breathing techniques. And one of the things that they taught you to do was kind of like singing a mantra.
Okay.
And so BeYourAfter is actually a shortened version of Be Your After Picture Bitch.
What? Oh, okay. because she told us that, you know, she went on a weight loss journey. Ragan looks good, and you were saying that.
So as I'm running,
Mm-hmm.
be your after picture, bitch. Be your after picture, bitch. Because all I was thinking about was that glow up
Yes,
in
indeed.
the after picture. And so, you know, that got to be too long, and I started to speak to myself in better self-affirming ways. So I
Right.
no longer talk to myself that way, but it became be your after. So that's where it came from, was be your after picture, bitch.
I never knew that. I never knew that. See, and I almost forgot to ask it. I'm glad I asked it. Be your after picture, bitch. I love it. Y'all, told y'all we had a live one in here today.
That's where it came from.
Okay, cool. Just again, now this is not specific to massage, but more so about your journey in and of itself. What goal do you have set for you here in 2024?
So one thing that I want to do is get out of my own way as far as networking and expanding and leaning into knowing that's what's for me is for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like, oh, I don't want to advertise because I don't want it to attract this, and that's self-sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
What's for me is for me.
Right.
And who isn't supposed to come won't, and who is will. And so I've been more mindful and more intentional in stepping out of my own way with things like that, with networking. Like I don't talk to my clients.
Mm-hmm.
I got like mad networking resources laying on my table for years, and they're like, "Oh yeah, whenever you're ready, just let me know." Oh, okay then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone is willing to help because I'm finally asking for help. So this year, one of my things is I want to do 12 podcasts. So this is number 2 for the year.
Nice.
And I want to be nominated for Best Massage in the Charlotte City Nerve this year.
Okay.
I don't want to win this year.
Okay.
I feel like that's...
You just want to be nominated.
I feel like that's big girl panties. But I just want to be on the list.
So you're just going to be like, it was an honor to be.
It was. Thank you for having me. It was an honor to be nominated.
Right.
And then I'm going to be mad in like 20 years when they keep Susan Lucy and me, and I don't ever win that shit.
Right. I'm still here. Did she ever win?
Yeah.
So
Eventually.
it was 19 years. I think she won like the 20th or 21st or something like that. It was a long
ass
time.
Erica Kane should have been got that good award. Listen, and then when I get it, I'm gonna get up there and act like Jay-Z.
Right.
Some of y'all shouldn't have been in this category.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna drink some Hennessy. No. Some Douce.
Some Douce. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself. Yeah, then I'm gonna drink some Douce out of the statue. Look, I don't even know what it is.
Right. Whatever it was.
Whatever it is, we gonna put some black ass liquor in it and sip it.
Just like that.
Just like that.
All right, let me see. Oh, this is the last question, and I'm so glad I kind of looked back over at my notes. You dubbed the term woke comfort. Talk to me about woke comfort.
So, woke comfort, that's something I came up with years ago, and the connotation of woke has kind of been changed a lot since then. It's kind of like a naughty word now, but my intentions were good.
Okay.
And woke comfort to me is, again, the very intentional touches, the making sure that the art represents my clients, the soft sheets. I have a breast pillow on the table. Like, that's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. Because when you're laying face down on the table, your breasts are suffocating you. Those are touches that you're not going to find in a franchise place, but these are things that I am very intentional about. I'm very intentional about the music that I play.
Okay.
Like, you're not getting ready to come in here and hear some Native American flute. You're going to hear some Jill Scott. You're going to hear the racially ambiguous whisper bitches. So you're going to get some Kalani, some Kirby,
right.
You know, all of those. Like, I'm very intentional. Like, even the music that I play intentionally speaks to my client. It's
Okay.
self-affirming. Everything is about catering to, pouring into, loving on a Black woman.
And there's even a coat/wig rack in the studio.
Yes. So, again, that's about being comfortable. Come in and take that wig off, sis.
Snatch it off.
Snatch it off, because you in here talking about you got migraines, but you don't want to take down that. You don't want to take your 38-inch bust down off. No, take that shit off and let me rub on your scalp.
Right.
Let me get in between them fresh cornrows, boo.
Right.
So my coat rack, it does say coat, crown, wig, whatever.
Okay.
Put it up there, because most of the time it's a big ass pocketbook. But sometimes I get wigs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I've enjoyed having you. I loved learning more about what you do and you catering to Black women and athletes of color, and you have designed everything around them and pouring into them because you said they've poured into you. I think that's really, really, really dope. You know, we have to ensure that we're connecting in the community and, giving back to those that give to us. So super dope. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. How was that?